Welcome to the chilling world of the paranormal. In this video, we'll take you on a terrifying journey through the top 15 most haunted abandoned houses in Australia. From eerie asylums to ghostly mansions, these abandoned locations are home to restless spirits and dark histories that will send shivers down your spine. If you think you're brave enough, stay tuned as we uncover the secrets and supernatural encounters lurking within Australia's most haunted places. 1. Gladesville Mental Hospital, New South Wales. Imagine walking through the crumbling remains of Gladesville Mental Hospital at night. The air is thick with unease, and the echoes of long-forgotten cries of pain bounce off the peeling walls. This asylum, once home to the mentally ill, has a history so dark it lingers even in the afterlife. You step into one of the patient rooms, cold even in the summer heat. The shadows flicker as if someone, or something, is watching you. Patients who endured unspeakable suffering never left. They wander the grounds, trapped between this world and the next, their whispers in your ear begging for release. Dare you stay when the light flickers and footsteps approach, though no one is there? 2. Pickton Ghost Town, New South Wales. The town of Pickton hides more than history in its deserted homes and forgotten streets. Known as Australia's most haunted town, each old, crumbling house has seen more than its fair share of tragedy. The tunnel under the railway is notorious, a place where people have gone in and never come out. If you stand in the tunnel's dark mouth, you may feel a cold breath brush past you, hear the chilling sound of footsteps following your every move. It's said the ghosts of children and townsfolk roam the town at night. The only sign of their presence? A soft, eerie voice calling your name. 3. Kenmore Asylum, Queensland. Kenmore Asylum was meant to be a place of healing, but instead, it became a house of nightmares. Once filled with patients lost in the confusion of their own minds, this decaying asylum is now home to spirits far more dangerous. Visitors have heard the screams of tortured souls, seen shadows darting across the hallways, and felt invisible hands tug at their clothes. The further you walk into the asylum, the deeper the silence becomes, until it's broken by the faint sobbing of a child or the sinister giggle of something not quite human. 4. St. Johns Orphanage, New South Wales. St. John's Orphanage stands eerily silent, but its walls have seen horrors untold. The children's laughter you hear on the breeze isn't playful. It's haunted. The orphans who lived here were subjected to cruel punishments, and many died before they could escape. Now, their spirits play a twisted game of hide and seek with anyone foolish enough to enter. Visitors claim to hear ghostly whispers, see tiny handprints appear on the dust-covered windows, and even feel the soft brush of a child's cold hand, only to look down and see nothing. 5. Kinneton's Royal George Hotel, Victoria. Once a bustling hub of activity, the Royal George Hotel is now a hollow shell, filled with more than just memories. The ghost of the former owner, who met a mysterious end, is said to roam the hotel's abandoned rooms, checking on guests who never leave. At night, the sound of glasses clinking and soft piano music drifts through the air, though the place has long been empty. Some say they've seen the ghostly figure of a man staring at them from the top of the stairs. But when they look again, he's gone, leaving only the feeling of cold dread behind. 6. Glenbar Homestead, South Australia. Glenbar Homestead was once a peaceful family home, but now it is anything but welcoming. This sprawling estate is home to more than just memories. Ghostly figures are often seen wandering its halls, their faces twisted in agony. The house seems alive, creaking and groaning as if trying to speak. Visitors have reported feeling an oppressive weight, like being watched from every shadow. Some say they've seen a woman in white drifting through the rooms, her sobbing echoing long after she's gone. 7. Z Ward, Blindside Hospital, South Australia. The criminally insane were once locked away in Z Ward, but even death could not contain their tortured souls. This decaying ward is said to be haunted by the spirits of those who never left, patients who were too dangerous to release, but too damaged to save. The walls are stained with fear, and the darkened halls echo with whispers and soft cries. People claim to hear the sound of chains dragging across the floor, feel the icy grip of unseen hands, and even catch glimpses of shadowy figures lurking in the corners of their vision. 8. The Alamos, Western Australia. The wreck of the Alamos looms ominously off the coast, a ghost ship in more ways than one. Since its abandonment, this rusted relic has become a place of eerie mystery. Strange lights are often seen flickering on board, and ghostly figures have been spotted walking along its deck. Locals whisper that the ship is cursed, and anyone who sets foot on it is doomed to encounter spirits of the crew who died tragically on board. As the waves crash against the hull, you might hear distant voices calling to you, but be warned, those voices are not of the living. Normanton Gale, Queensland. Normanton Gale is more than just an abandoned prison. It's a place where the walls seem to whisper with the agony of its past. Prisoners who met a violent end still roam the jail's dark cells. Visitors have reported seeing ghostly figures in chains, hearing anguished screams, and feeling sudden, unexplained chills. It's said that the souls of the criminals trapped here can never rest, forever replaying their darkest moments in the shadowy corners of the jail. 10. Studley Park House, New South Wales. The grand facade of Studley Park House hides a tragic past. In the dead of night, when all is still, the spirit of a young boy is said to roam the grounds, searching for something, perhaps someone, he lost. The boy drowned in the property's pool, and ever since, strange things have happened. You might hear the faint sound of splashing water, footsteps in the empty hallways, or even see the ghostly figure of a child staring out from the windows. But be careful. His spirit is restless, and he's known to reach out to anyone who gets too close. 11. Finina Ghost Town, South Australia. Finina, once a bustling mining town, now stands as a forgotten ghost town in the harsh desert. Its empty houses and ruined structures seem to hold their breath in the stillness of the outback. But not all is quiet. On certain nights, as the wind whistles through the crumbling walls, visitors report seeing figures dressed in 19th century clothing wandering the streets, their faces pale and lost in time. Miners who met unfortunate deaths in accidents or from disease are said to haunt these abandoned homes. The eerie sensation of being watched is inescapable as shadows flicker in the corners of your vision, and the distant sound of pickaxes against rock haunts the silence. 12. Bogo Road Gale, Queensland. Bogo Road Gale's high stone walls once held some of Australia's most dangerous criminals, but the real danger now lies in its dark history. Many executions took place here, and some believe that the souls of the condemned never left. As you step inside the jail's oppressive cells, the air becomes thick with a sense of dread. Visitors have heard the clinking of chains, the echo of footsteps, and even the tortured cries of former inmates. Dark figures, barely more than shadows, are seen in the narrow corridors, lingering in the places where men once faced their final moments. 13. Old Freemantle Prison, Western Australia. The Old Freemantle Prison is a place where time stands still, but the spirits of those who once suffered here are anything but silent. This former convict prison, known for its harsh conditions and public executions, is home to countless ghost stories. Those brave enough to walk the empty halls at night report hearing the muffled sounds of weeping, the clatter of chains, and even catching glimpses of ghostly prisoners wandering the cells. The cold, oppressive air wraps around you, and you can almost feel the presence of those who never escaped the prison's iron grasp, alive or dead. 14. North Kunda Hotel, South Australia. The North Kunda Hotel, standing tall in the quiet town, hides a dark secret within its walls. Though it's been closed for years, the spirits of those who stayed, or perhaps died, there still linger. Some say that an angry spirit, a former guest who met an untimely and violent end, haunts the upper floors. Visitors have reported hearing disembodied screams, seeing doors slam shut on their own, and feeling an invisible presence following them down the dimly lit hallways. The cold touch of something unseen is enough to send shivers down your spine as you realize you're not alone. 15. Royal Derwin Hospital, Tasmania. The Royal Derwin Hospital, once a psychiatric facility, now stands as a decaying monument to human suffering. Its peeling walls and empty rooms have long been abandoned, but the spirits of former patients still walk its halls. Visitors who dare to enter report feeling a sudden weight pressing down on them, as if the very air is alive with anguish. Shadows flicker in the corners, and soft, eerie whispers fill the air. Some have even seen the ghostly apparition of a former patient, standing motionless in the hallway, staring with hollow eyes. As you venture deeper into the hospital, the feeling of dread intensifies, and you realize you may never truly leave. Thank you for joining us on this spine-tingling adventure through the top 15 most haunted abandoned houses in Australia. If these stories have left you looking over your shoulder, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more terrifying tales of the supernatural from around the world. Let us know in the comments which haunted location you'd dare to explore, or which one you'd rather avoid.